The second part of clock rules are the transitions. These are about preventing a song of a certain type from scheduling before or after a song of another type. You can have transition settings for a number of different characteristics: gender, tempo, sound code, and they all work the same way. To demonstrate, let's look at the sound code transitions. All of your sound code names appear down the left column and in the row across the top of the grid. Depending on the length of your sound code name, one or more of the names may be truncated on the top line because of space limitations. The left column is the From setting. The row across the top is the To setting. With the grid, you tell Music 1 not to allow a seg or a transition from the song type on the left into the song type on the top row. When you move the pointer across the grid, the corresponding From and To names are highlighted in the blue field and the yellow strip. When you click a check into one of the boxes, it means do not allow a transition from the type of song on the left into the type of song on the top. Now, let's say I do not want to have a seg from a grunge song into the type of song I've named chick pop. To rule that out, I move my pointer until grunge is highlighted on the left column and chick pop is highlighted in the top row, and I click a check mark. Now, Music 1 will not schedule a chick pop song after a grunge song. To prevent these two types of songs from ever playing next to each other, I have to add one more click. Don't go from a chick pop song into a grunge song. I move my pointer to highlight chick pop on the left and grunge on the top and click the checkbox. With this grid, I can naturally prevent a sound code from playing next to another of its own kind, but I really don't have to, and I'll show you why. The very same rule can be set on the repetition screen. If I click a check here, which says prevent an alternative song from scheduling next to another alternative song, that prevents alternatives from playing back to back. But I can also control that very thing on the repetition rules window. If I enter a number 1 in the alternative run box, that says allow only one alternative song in a run or in a row. In other words, don't play alternative songs back to back. So this rule is now redundant. If I leave it this way, it's okay. It won't cause any problems, but there's really no reason to set it both ways.